a badge or something. Good morning. Welcome to Friday in March. Wow. This year is disappearing at a rate of knots. But spring is on the horizon. Might not be where you are. Let me know what you think. I have noticed springy vibes in the air, and the garden's certainly starting to come alive. So yeah, let me know whether you have noticed spring arriving in your area and how and why you've noticed it. Buds on the trees. I saw crocus the other day, lots of daffodils. So yeah, that's kind of the theme for today. Spring magic, spring energy. Do you work with the seasons in particular? If you do, how do you? What do you? That's terrible grammar. Bad grammar. Does spring bring a particular type of magical energy? Are there specific rituals, spells you do in spring? That's kind of the thing for today. So, good morning, Louise. Good morning, Tina. Wet and grey. It's a little bit grey here, but I'm hoping it will clear up. We're not supposed to have any rain for a few days. Hurrah! Good morning, Amanda. Yeah, actually, we've had a pretty good week weather-wise. Very nice week. Wednesday was amazing. If you've seen social media, Ness, Heather, and myself went for an owl experience over just in the borders of Kent. Fantastic flying owls. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And just as I say the word Kent, Sasha says, good morning from Kent. There you go. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Nicola from Enfield. Yes, Sasha, spring is arriving here in Kent. Warmer weather, colourful flowers popping up and people smiling at each other. That's always a bonus. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Hannah from South Wales. The Canada geese are back. Yes, when we went to the owl experience, there were lots of geese about and a heron. Not often you see a heron, but there was a heron flying about. Good morning, Emma. Tina, took it as spring from the 1st of March. Spring is here. Feel excited and starting new. Yeah, it's got that energy to it, hasn't it? Good morning, Luna. Guten Morgen, Xenia. Love your ears, chair. It is, I will say, it's dog ears. I'm going to move a bit. Look, it is dog ears. It's got, so you can see it. It has a dog on it. They are not cat ears. Shh, don't say it. Xenia, finally have warm and sunny weather here. Loved your owl photos. We were incredibly lucky. Ness and I drove to pick up Heather, and it was fog. For the complete hour and a half drive to Heather's, it was fog, but it cleared and we had a fantastic day flying 5 hours. We got a chance, just 3 of us and the owl lady, and 5 owls. Amazing experience. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sue from the rainy northeast, although it has been lovely the last few days. Yeah, we've had a nice few days. Yeah, a bit grey today. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Good morning, Claire. Sasha, in our local wildlife park, the adders were out and warming themselves in the sun. Nice. Must be warm. Must be warm. Let's get the Jane. Elder tree out the front is sprouting. Yes, my elder mother is sprouting little buds and leaves. That's how I know it's spring. Yeah, it's a bit of a sign, isn't it? Soon be good enough to go out and finish my latest bit of Kitchen Witch homework, okay, which has been on the back burner all through winter. Winter's kind of, yeah, I know what you mean. Spring's a fresh start, isn't it? They do look like cat ears, but they're not. Shh, they're not. Good morning, Lucky Fairy. Xenia, nothing's better than an owl lady. It was brilliant. We started off with an owl that was this size, teeny tiny, and we went up to an enormous owl, the tallest one in the UK apparently, 6 foot wingspan, and we got to fly them all, which was amazing. And they were all brilliant hunters. They were all skilled. Even the tiny little one caught a worm while we were out there flying it. And they all catch mice and rats and all sorts of things. The bigger owls like to catch other owls, apparently, except for Dave. Dave was my favourite. All of the owls had really exotic names, except for Dave. Dave was a large grey owl. He apparently has never caught anything wild himself. No prey at all whatsoever, except for bees. And then he gets stung by them. But he still keeps doing it. And apparently quite often he flies into things. He was my favourite. He was definitely my favourite. I could identify with him. But yeah, good fun day. Excellent day. Excellent day. And of course, it involved a garden centre and a cafe and a pub for lunch and all those kinds of things. So tomorrow, Saturday the 7th, we are running a lithomancy workshop, 6 till 8. We are almost full. So if you want to squeeze in at the last minute, details are on the Kitchen Witch shop. We also have another workshop coming up next month, which is on the elements. Details of that are in the Kitchen Witch shop as well. If you're a Kitchen Witch student, do check out the student groups and the student Facebook page, because we've got a student-only energy workshop coming up. So details are on the usual places. Jackie, cutting the grass day, first cut this year. It's that time, isn't it? It is that time. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Cliff. Glad you're feeling better. Yes, apologies for last week. The household went down with food poisoning. Yeah, it was a lesson.
It was great.
It was not great at all. We fancied a pizza, but our usual local independent, very lovely chap was closed, wasn't open till later in the day. And being impatient, we wanted a pizza and then. So we ordered from one of the big chain places. Bad move. Bad move. We are all up right now and functioning, but still not quite there. But yeah, that was not fun. Anyway, thank you. We keep hearing owls at night and identifying them using the Merlin app. Okay, Merlin app for identifying owls, I'm assuming, and birds of prey. They did have birds of prey there, but we specifically requested the owls because Heather loves owls and it was her birthday present. Last night we heard a western barn owl. Nice. They do make funny noises. The little tiny owl, I don't ask for the names. I can't remember. It was that sort of size. Made lots of little cheep noises, apparently asking for food. Yeah, it was like a dog, really. But one of the bigger ones, the big eagle owl, Jobby, very loud screeches. Quite piercing when it's here. Yeah, fantastic. Right, let's do some of these. Xenia, noticed some catkins. Yes, we saw catkins on Wednesday and daffodils planted in public. Yes, the place that we went to had swathes of daffodils. Emma, been changing the net curtains. Nice, for when I feel each of the Sabbats come around, but not going by calendar. No, you can't. This Sabbat is a yellow net curtains kind of time. Like it. Nice idea. Jay, it sounds like Dave needs to go to Specsavers. Actually, I have to finish promptly today because that's where I'm going. Apparently, owls' eyesight is not very good. They have little whiskery things just above their beaks that help them identify food because they can't see that close up. There you go. Definitely Specsavers. Maria, my rose has new growth even though I was supposed to cut it back. Yeah, yes, you can still, hairs need tidying. Well, actually, shall I own up? We've spent 4 days last week not moving from the sofa because we were so poorly. We watched 35 episodes of Garden Rescue. Which means that now we are going to completely redesign the garden. Glutton for punishment. Good morning, Pia. Good morning, Pia. Yes, now, while I've got Pia captured, myself and the girls had decided not to do very much event-wise this year because we've been so busy. We decided that we would really, really cut down everything. We will be at the Wild Witchcraft Conference in March because it's just around the corner. March, a couple of weeks away. But we're also going to be at Pagan Tribal Gathering, which is Oxford-ish area. Banbury, that's it. Have a look on social media for Pagan Tribal Gathering. It's a fantastic camp. We are going to be there on the Saturday. So come and say hello. But do have a look. Brilliant camp. Have a look for the details on social media and get your tickets booked. It really is fantastic fun. That's one of the very, very, very few that we will be doing. Well, actually, it's the only camp we're doing this year. So do have a look. Louise, what spring rituals do people do? Think it's a creative time, spring? Yes. Persephone always calls to me and I put a vase of flowers on the windowsill. Nice. I get lilac and yellow candles, little things. Lilac and yellow candle. Lilac and yellow candles. Perfect. It's got that energy, hasn't it? For me, this is the new year. We talked about it a couple of months back. Don't do New Year's resolutions. Oh, dear me. Resolutions. Can you tell I haven't had sugar for nearly 2 weeks? No appetite whatsoever. It's not January for me, isn't New Year's resolutions. January is still hibernation. February, this now for me is the new projects, the new plans. This is putting everything into action. This is moving forward with things. Is now. Definitely. Spring rituals, definitely, I think for me, clearing off the altar, starting afresh, clearing, cleansing. I did it last week, and actually I discovered a new goddess. Well, not a new goddess, new to me goddess. The girls and I went down to the ocean a couple of weeks back, and Nehelania called to me. And she's been there for a long while. I just haven't been paying attention like you do. And Nehelania found me at the ocean. So I set up an altar to her last week. So that's my new spring altar. And that's the goddess I'm working with for spring. Oh, realization. She's here for spring. Yeah. Bing. She's not here for a long time. She's there, but I know she's not there as a new matron or, for a long term. I know she's only here for a short while. She's here for spring. There you go. That makes sense. So I set up an altar to her. Fascinating goddess of the North Sea from the Zeeland, from Netherlands. Used to have offerings from the traders so that they could travel across the North Sea safely to England. Interesting goddess. Very interesting goddess. Another one that's very little known about. I like to pick goddesses like that. Anyway, sidetracked. So yes, I think spring ritual for me, definitely sorting out altar, cleaning, clearing, cleansing the altar. Probably a good time to have a good house cleanse to start. But for me, it's the garden. It is about prepping, sorting, tidying the garden ready for everything that's to come afterwards. But if anyone has any particular spring rituals they do, pop them in the comments. Xenia reminds me of the clumsy owl in Harry Potter. Yeah, the one that belongs to the Weasleys. Yes, that was Dave. Yeah, I loved him. He was my favourite. Yeah, we did survive food poisoning, Xenia, thank you. It was unpleasant. Good morning, Kerry and Ebony from sunny Llanelli. Nice. We like a bit of sunshine. Good morning, Steve. What she means is I'm cutting the grass. Yeah, it's a man's job. We don't have grass because neither of us mowed it. We love gardening, absolutely love gardening. Both of us hate mowing the lawn. Thank you, Steve. Good morning, Steve. Two Steves. Yes, we're on the mend. Thank you. Errol, that's it, Maria. Thank you. Cliff, we like pizza. We recommend a certain pub here in Wickham with square in its name. Yeah, we normally do. We have a very lovely chap that runs Dice, it's called, in North End. The pizza is far and above superior to any of the big chain ones, but he wasn't open at that point. He wasn't open until later in the day, so we were impatient and we paid for it. Emma, glad you're feeling better. Food point isn't fun, is it? Local Chinese, not our usual. Yeah, that's what happened. We didn't go to our usual one. There's the Pete's put up the elements. We're running an elements workshop. I know I'm all over the place. I'm still not eating properly, and so yeah, lack of sugar. Elements workshop, 11th and 18th of April. So over 2 weeks, two workshops, but on the same thing. 11th and 18th of April, 6 till 8. We'll cover two of the elements in the first one, two of the elements in the second one. Details on the shop. Good morning, Monique. Maria. Clearing out, cleaning a bit more, and chucking out, giving away in charity shop. Yeah, it's a spring clean, isn't it? Spring clean comes from, if I remember rightly off the top of my head, that I wrote about in The Witch for Every Season, was the Romans. I'm going to get the book up now. I think it was clearing out the temples. When I say I'm going to get the book up, I'm being very fancy and looking away from the screen. I have two screens. Show off. I'm going to get the book up because I'm sure it was the Romans that started the whole spring clean thing. See, we've got lots to blame the Romans for. Spring cleaning as well. There we are, spring cleaning. See, I knew it was there. April and May. April and May were traditional times for spring cleaning. The temples in ancient Rome had their annual spring clean during the month of May. And in England, it was traditional to have a good clear out, including the chimney. So we're a little bit early. All houses relied on the fire and the hearth in the home at one time. The chimney sweep was also included in the 1st of May procession. So we were a little bit ahead of ourselves. But yes, I knew it was the Romans and cleaning their temples. Oh, that's all right. I've only got several books to edit today. Let's have a look at March. Okay. We got Ostara, obviously, this month. And Easter's early this month, isn't it? It's chocolate month. Let's be honest, it's chocolate month. Definitely worth celebrating. So the Anglo-Saxons called March, I must learn how to speak Anglo-Saxon, Herethmonath, or something maybe slightly like that. Hertha is an old word for earth and the name for an ancient fertility goddess called Heredra or Redra, something like that. In southern parts of England, her name became Lyde or Lyde month, and it was a month of purifying and cleansing. They are. See, we're right on the nail doing the spring cleaning. Thank you.
Morning.
It's not coffee, though, is it?
No, you'll get that in a minute. Mm-hmm. You will have coffee.
I have to earn that after my Specsavers. March takes its name from the Roman god of wars, Mars, obviously. So, yeah, spring cleaning. Yeah, we are on the cleansing, purifying type of thing. We had St. David's Day, obviously, 1st of March. St. David was a monk, founded an abbey in Pembrokeshire during the 12th century, apparently. Daffodils Leagues, obviously. St. Patrick's Day, 17th of March. So much misinformation about him. He was born the son of a Roman tax collector and sold into slavery at the tender age of 16, taking him to Ireland. Roll forward 6 years and he made his escape, ending up in Gaul. It was there he entered the priesthood. Returning to Ireland to spread the word of God, he set up churches across Ireland. Shamrock, traditional emblem of Ireland, the origins believed to be from St. Patrick. He used the 3 leaves of the shamrock to represent the Trinity. 3 leaves, separate leaves, joined together with one stem. There you go. Shamrock is a name given to several varieties of plant, divided into 3 leaflets supported on one stem. The name covers plants such as white clover and wood sorrel. Okay. On Mothering Sunday, we have as well. Medieval period, the fourth Sunday during Lent was a day when people visited their mother church. That's where it started. The idea of this day being a celebration to our own mothers didn't appear until the 17th century. And that was often those working in service would be given this day off to go home for a visit. It became a tradition for children to take flowers and simnel cakes with them as a gift. Simnel cake now often associated with Easter, but its origin was a Mother's Day gift. It's got marzipan. I'm not even going to go there. At Easter, the simnel cake is decorated with 11 almond marzipan balls to represent the apostles, not Judas, obviously, because, let's kick him out. So they are. Mother's Day originated from visiting the mother church. Okay, that's a useless piece of information for you. There are all sorts of things, obviously, associated with Easter in March, because it is early. Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns I like, but remember, the cross on the bun is a solar cross. It is equal armed on a circular bun. Make hot cross buns, eat hot cross buns, and associate it with the 4 elements and the solar energies, the solar cross. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you eat hot cross buns, really? I've gone completely off on a tangent there, haven't I? Let's come back to this. Tina went for a sunset walk in some meadows. Loved seeing plants budding. So much Merriweather flowers about. Beautiful. It is. It is. Spring flowers are some of my very favourite. Very favourite. Tina, starting my spring cleaning and garden sorting this weekend. With you on this. It's my new year. It is. It's that energy. It is that energy. Maria brought a bluebell in a pot from Kew, 50p. Nice. Hope it flowers. Excellent. Bluebells, very, very pretty. Janet, spring rituals, packing up all my winter clothes. Yes, but as I live in England, I know that the Cailleach is still going to fight back. So I'm hanging on to the cardigans and jumpers for just a little bit longer. Jane, badly need to spring clean the purple room and reclaim it for witchy shenanigans. Now, if I'm correct, you have been talking about this for a little while. Maybe now's the time. Kerry, been doing deep spring cleaning for about a month in the house and the gardens. Yeah, it takes a while, doesn't it? It does take a while. Jackie, have a massive spring clean due to our exciting move very soon now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good morning, Emily. I had a beautiful walk yesterday in the grounds of a stately home that was just a sea of daffodils, nice as far as the eye could see. Felt like I'd stumbled into Ostara land. Daffodils, I think, and tulips are probably 2 of my most favourite flowers. Most favourite. Janet, can't wait to go to the garden centre to look for teacup plants. Oh, little teeny tiny ones, nice. The girls and I went to a garden centre on Wednesday after the owls, mainly because we wanted cake and a cup of tea. And garden centres are good for that, but full of beautiful plants. It was a sea of colour. It was absolutely fantastic. Nicola, love working with the energy of spring flowers, eggs and hairs. Eggs, obviously, yes, very, very much spring orientated. 4 elements in one unit. The white, the yolk, the shell, and the inside membrane, all representative of all 4 elements. Eggs appear in so many creation myths. So they are beginnings, they are new birth, they are fertility. Yeah, absolutely. And hairs, hairs do what hairs do. So very much fertility magic there. Kerry, started around the 1st of Feb, full moon. I got carried away and it's still going. Yeah, that happens too, doesn't it? One of those things that you just, once you start it. Maria, your pixie made boar. This one is the only one I've seen. It is. I'm very, very lucky. This was made in lockdown by the very, very talented pixie maid She made me a bracelet as well. I have a bracelet with boars on it. I don't know if you can see. I'll hold your arm up, you Ollie. It's got boars on it too. And that was made for my 50th birthday. Unique design for, gosh, that's 7 and a bit years old now. That was made one-off custom design by Pixie made for me. And yes, this one was made during lockdown. It was very special. So yeah, very, very. If you're looking for amazing animal jewelry with crystals in, Pixie made, definitely. People keep asking me why I'm wearing a parrot when it's clearly an owl. Her owls are amazing. People are stupid. Louise. Another thing I'm noticing is my clairvoyance skills getting stronger lately. Side topic, I know. We love side topics. What Mother's Day rituals are there? Or goddesses associated with that? Hera. There's a whole herd of mother goddesses. And I think it depends who or what you associate with. There are tons of them. And of course, the three mothers. Just click that because something's doing something funny. Yeah, we're right. We've got the three mothers. The three mothers of Cirencester. The matrones. See, yeah, let's not even go there. Mother's Day rituals is an interesting one. Mother is that, I've talked about the mother face of the goddess. It is one of the ones that you either love or hate, but think of it as energy rather than being a mother. You can birth all sorts of things, projects, businesses. You can be mother to fur babies, to cats, to your business, to your life. So think about it from that sort of point of view. But there's a whole host of mother goddesses. Does anybody do any particular Mother's Day rituals? I must admit, it's not one of the holidays that I really celebrate. I think it is a little bit kind of a hallmark, although it does obviously have its origins. I think we should celebrate every day, really. But there you go. Jane, St. Patrick is supposed to purge the island of sakes, which some people translate as getting rid of the pagans. Most of that is hooey. Do have a look at Morgan Daimler's blog. She often posts about the actual myths and truths and legends of St. Patrick, because a lot of it has been taken completely out of context and is a whole load of hooey. So yeah, definitely worth checking. Nicola, also sowing seeds. Yes, seed sowing time. Love seeing all the flowers appearing. My magnolia and camellia are blooming. All the daffodils have appeared in pots. Love it. Yes, we have our camellias blooming. Nice bright pink flowers. Lovely. Don't have a magnolia. Did see some out when I was out and about in the week. Very, very nice. Yeah, not marzipan. No, not marzipan. Bought a sample perfume set. One I sprayed literally smells of marzipan. Ew. Yeah, I would have washed that off quickly too. Not much I don't like. Marzipan. Xenia. Can't wait for the dandelions. One of my favourite flowers. Yes, I haven't seen any yet. The bees love them. I saw a bee in the garden yesterday. He was visiting hellebores in the garden. Hellebores this year have been amazing. The bee was visiting those yesterday. Emma, so far my spring ritual is offloading apps I don't use. What a good idea. On my phone, started thinking about what self-care I need, then the house will come. Good start. Yes, I'm going to do that today, Emma. You download all these things, don't you? And then you end up not using them. Very good idea. Good morning, Herb and Fable. Adore spring. The whole thing is just magical. Yes, I agree with you. Oh, it's Chilala. Good morning, Chilala. Yeah, I do. I think spring is. I love it. I love all the seasons. I love that they change. Perhaps not so much as they used to. Feels like it. Maybe the lines are blurred slightly between the seasons now. I am an autumn winter girl, really, but when spring comes around, it's a bit of light relief, I think. That's my terminology. I never wish to offend deity. A whole herd of mother goddesses, yes. Have visions of a herd of goddesses roaming the hillsides in a pack. Well, yes. That would be terrifying, wouldn't it? I do, yes, some of my terminology, the deity is very, very tolerant of, like calling Poseidon fish boy. He's never let me forget that one. Jalala already started loads of prep for seed sowing and harvested some blooms for teas. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, seed sowing. Good morning, Hannah. Always feel more energetic when spring arrives. Yeah, like I've come out of hibernation, but I think that's it, isn't it? December, January, even into February, very much hibernation months. Nice. Kerry, I light a candle for my mother on Mother's Day. That's very nice. Xenia, matrone. I've seen them in the museum. I also have a matrone of Cologne. Oh, currently on the altar. Cologne was beautiful. Loved Cologne. Absolutely amazing place.
Should we go back?
Yeah, let's go back. Probably not today because I've got an opticians, but you know, it's well because they're white. Love that. Love. Actually, all of Germany was lovely. Jane, when my kids were young, they'd ask me what I wanted for Mother's Day, and I'd always say a day off. No. Yeah, that doesn't happen, does it? Emily, yesterday was Navigium Isidis. That sounds very Latin. A nice but lesser known holiday. Went down to a river to ask Isis to protect all travellers, merchant vessels, and everyone on a personal journey this year. Nice. That does sound very, very Latin. Quantity of blossom around Normandy is amazing. Takes my breath away. Bees everywhere, and also hummingbird, hawk moths already. We had one in the garden a few years back. Never seen anything like it. Amazing things. So yeah, spring and autumn are my favourite seasons. Seems I like the colours. Yes, yeah, both very colourful ones. Wait for Christmas to go to Colne for the markets. Oh yeah, that would be fab, wouldn't it? That would be fab. Yeah, we went on a river cruise. Not last year, year before, wasn't it?
Yeah,
gosh, time goes. One of those once in a lifetime things.
Old people holiday.
Up the Rhine. Amazing. Yeah, Germany was fantastic. Nice, Nicola. I was just thinking that all the seeds that are too old and won't grow anymore can be bottled to use for magic for the rest of the year. We went through all of our seeds last week and thought, gosh, that packet's about 5 years old. That one's probably even older. Yes, what a good idea. And seeds used in magic, very, very representative of fertility, of new growth, new projects, new ventures. Yes, absolutely. Good idea. Good morning, Holly. So we've also got another one, actually, that's quite interesting, another holiday in March, 25th of March on the Christian calendar. The Christians have lots of holidays, lots of saints, lots of holidays. But it's Lady Day, and it's when the Archangel Gabriel visits the Virgin Mary. He announced she was with child. That would be the baby Jesus. Nice energy, I think, for that one, and ties very nicely into the whole Mother's Day vibe. But I think for me, that's the divine feminine. And it's about working and honouring the feminine energy in all things, which is a very nice energy to work with, definitely. Now, someone mentioned eggs. I apologise, someone. That's very rude. Eggs have been a part of springs, and let's move this over here so that I don't keep looking out. Looks like I'm looking out the window. Eggs have been a part of spring festivals and celebrations for a long time. Middle Ages, eggs were taken to the local priest to be blessed. They were seen as sacred, and a boiled egg in particular was seen as magic. I guess it would be, really, wouldn't it? Long history of decorating eggs in different colours and giving them as gifts. Just a note, I do not want an egg. I want a chocolate egg. Eggs are hidden on treasure hunts for children, used in egg rolling games. It is fertility. It is life and all creation. carries the 4 elements, as I say, but the yolk is often seen as a representation of the sun as well. I apologise for the banging noise if you can hear it in the background. That's why I'm downstairs instead of up. There are roofers on next door mending the roof. It's very loud.
Right outside the window.
Right outside the window, yeah. The yolk is often very much associated with solar energy, which is an interesting one as well. Modern interpretation is the chocolate egg, and I'm not going to argue with that. How about egg divination? You can paint the eggs, then boil them, reading any cracks and marks on the shell. Or you can fill a bowl with water and drip egg white into it, and then read the shapes that it makes. Paint eggshells in different colours. Try dyeing them with natural colours, adding beetroot or onion skin as well. So useful. And eat the egg. Save the shell. Works really well. Ground up for protection to your property, to your boundaries. Very, very useful. Losing my voice. That's not good. Another thing that I like, one of these folklore things for March, Pax cake ceremony. So in Hereford and Worcester, in Hereford and Worcester, that's it.
Right there.
Yeah. Churches have an old tradition that involves giving out small buns to the congregation after the service on Palm Sunday. The buns, or Pax cakes, represent goodwill and reconciliation. Each one has the image of a lamb and a flag pressed into the top, representing Jesus and the idea of peace. Now, I know a lot of these are Christian, but they have usually much older meanings to them. Sources differ between them being small pancakes cooked on the grill or shortbread type cookies. I'm up for both. I'm not fussy. The tradition apparently began in the mid 1500s. But I like that idea. Give cakes and buns for goodwill. I like it. Works for me. But I think all of these things, we have Lent and Easter Sunday and Good Friday and all of that. Did you know Easter is dependent on the moon? There's an interesting fact. So Good Friday is followed that same weekend by Easter Sunday, obviously. Now, the date moves around between the 21st of March and the 25th of April because it's dependent on the moon. Does that not sound very pagan? Easter falls as the first Sunday after the full moon, on or after the 21st of March. Unless that day is a Sunday, then it's celebrated the following weekend. Easter Sunday being when Jesus was, resuscitated. resurrected, that's it. It symbolises the end of darkness and all sin. Not in the world at the moment, mate, but there you go. The church altars are redressed. Good time to clear your altar, clear and clean the altar. And it is a celebration of rebirth and renewal. Sounds pretty familiar, doesn't it? So there's a lot of that energy floating about, but I love that it is dependent on the full moon. I mean, that's brilliant, really, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Energies of folklore, of celebrations of all kind. Jump in on those energies. Xenia, go to the St. Mary thingy, Basilica in Cologne. Looks more like a temple full of Mary and other female statues, built on the site of Jupiter Temple, and in Roman times people were allowed to worship other deities there too. Fabulous. We didn't see that. Missed that one. Put that on the list. Louise, noticing a new butterfly that I haven't seen much in my garden. It's yellow with greenish edges on the wings. Nice. Don't know a huge amount about butterflies. Did see an admiral butterfly yesterday landing on top of the van that's outside the front of the house. First one I've seen this year. Emma, egg and spoon race. Definitely. Was used to do that at school. Jalala. Change back to personal cat. No, it's all good, Jalala, but thank you. We have an abundance of eggs due to having ducks and chickens here. Nice. Been looking at doing some egg decorating with, so I'm guessing the P is silent, Isanki, Ukrainian wax painting method. That sounds interesting. Let us know how you get on with that. Hannah, think of spring as return of the strengthening sun, more so now than at the winter solstice. Yes, makes more sense, doesn't it? Does make more sense. Nicola, you can use eggshells to make homemade candles too. Yes, we've done that. That's very good. So good for fertility magic. Take off the shell once the wax hardens. They are apparently tricky to make. It's on my spring crafting list to do. I have done it. Didn't take the shell off. I left the wax in the shell. But we've also used eggshells to put soil in to grow seeds in as well. That works very nicely. Good morning, Lee. Oh, Jalala, yes. Yellow butterfly could be a brimstone. I am familiar with that name. Actually, the girls and I went to a butterfly house a couple of weeks ago as well. That was fabulous. There were butterflies in there that you could see through their wings. They were like, it was very glass wing butterflies or something like that. My memory's not that good. Claire, strained my back. Oh, hope so. Not doing much. Hope that gets better soon. Does eating lemon and elderflower cake count? Absolutely. Lemon and elderflower, very, very springy. Lee, caught sight of a horde of daffodils yesterday. They seem to have opened overnight. I love them. Well, one of the things I love about daffodils, other than they're fabulous, the flowers dry on the stems. So once they've flowered, if you let the flower dry on the stem, you can just pick it off dried and all crinkly, and it's ready to store for magical purpose, magical use. And I do. I save the butterflies, save the daffodil petals for magical workings, for fertility, new beginnings, fresh starts, all of those kind of shenanigans. Idea for eggshells. Grind them up, bake in the oven on low for 10 minutes to kill any salmonella, and then add them to bird feed. Okay, female birds need the calcium this time of the year. I've heard of that for dogs, not birds. Interesting. Yes, Hannah, we did. As a child, we always used to grow cress seeds in an eggshell. Yes, I can remember doing that. Cress. That always seems really springy to me as well, cress. Very easy to grow. Very, yeah. I'm going to look up some mother goddesses now, because why wouldn't I? Pagan portals, triple goddess. Not that I'm pushing an advert for the book.
Not right here.
Pagan, well, no, because you usually tell me off because I've forgotten to. So pagan portals, triple goddess. I do work with the triple goddess idea, although obviously I add in the fourth one, because why wouldn't you? The matriarch. Let's go for mother goddesses. Oop. Apparently I can't type either. Right, let's have a look. So mother goddesses I've got listed just as a random selection. Aphrodite, believed to be the mother of all living beings and the creator of all nature, hence the mother energy. Arianrhod, Welsh goddess, mother aspect of the trio, including Blothywith and the Morrigan. Not so sure about that connection, to be fair, but she's a moon goddess. She's a shapeshifter. Bive, B-A-D-B, Celtic Irish goddess, part of the triple goddess of the Morrigans. Mother, perhaps because she's said to use a cauldron in the other world where souls were popped into the cauldron and asked if they wanted to be reborn or not. That kind of works. Bast, Egyptian goddess, obviously. Ceres, however you want to say it. Good grain, harvests, that kind of shenanigans. Corn Mother, who is one of the North American indigenous tribe goddesses. Sibyl from Greece, mother of all gods, humans, animals, and plant life. She must have been exhausted. Danu, Irish goddess, mother and earth goddess, creator of life. Demeter, looks after agriculture, grain, bread, charge of initiates, mother to Persephone, obviously. Frigg from the north, Norse pantheon. Highest ranking of the Aesir goddesses, queen of the Aesir. Gaia, got to be one of the most obvious maybe. Greek goddess of the earth. Hathor, Egyptian goddess. We know her from Stargate, SG-1, where she gave birth to all sorts of squiggly things. Hera, Olympian queen of the gods from the Greek pantheon. Isis, Egyptian goddess, obviously. Juno, Roman goddess, represents all aspects of womanhood. Lakshmi, Hindu goddess of wealth, prosperity, and generosity. Maka, Irish goddess, sovereignty of Ireland and the land, one of the Tuatha De Danann. Mary, interestingly, from Christianity, perhaps one of the most famous mothers, mother of mankind, mother of baby Jesus. I don't rule her out, is what I would say. Don't rule her out. She's very good for miracles, for sun magic, for blessings and prayers, wishes, that kind of thing. Parvati from the Hindu pantheon, ultimate female divinity. Rhea from the Greek pantheon, Titaness, mother of the gods. Selene, Greek Titan goddess. And Venus, who is goddess of love, obviously. I mean, that's just a very random selection of them. Difficult to do it with my favourite English deities because they don't really have maiden, mother, matriarch, crone energies, slots, labels. But go with your intuition. Go with what works for you. Got to be personal, definitely. Nicola. Love making nettle cake. It's so yummy. Oh, I wouldn't rule it out. I'll try it. Also, I don't like nettle tea, but cake, that puts a different spin on it. Also, the female nettle seeds are really good to work with. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Hannah, been looking into Nyx as a mother goddess, primordial goddess of the night. Interesting one. Interesting. Trust your intuition. Always, always. Tina, Bast and Isis are my mother goddesses. Also Lilith. Lilith's an interesting one. Interesting. I think she's a fascinating goddess all round. Very feisty. Jane, yes, Gaia is pretty mumsy. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be Mother Earth, basically, you got to have those mother vibes going on, haven't you? Yeah. Maria, what are you questioning? Maria's got a puzzled face. I don't know what you're questioning, Maria. Yeah, go with your intuition with it, but each goddess brings their own energy with them anyway. Without going into the whole spiel, the maiden mother crone thing is relatively modern idea, although there are traces of it in some goddesses. But go with what works for you, absolutely. Jalala, nettle cake is super yummy. If it helps, mine has lemon and almonds with lemon drizzle Iceland. You're selling it more to me, Jalala. Definitely. I'm going to look that up. I will have a go. Actually, that sounds like something Heather would make. So when Heather sees this, I'm going to put her on nettle cake duty. Maria, there are goddesses who have children, those who have not. Does anyone think about this and if it makes a difference? It doesn't make a difference. I think, in my opinion, my humble opinion, it's about the energies that the mother idea brings. It's not necessarily about being an actual mother. And this goes for the goddesses and all of us human beings as well. You can carry or work with mother energies without having given birth. Men can work with mother energies too. People that haven't given birth, women that haven't given birth could work with mother energies. It's one of those things that you don't have to have given birth to work with or embrace or even carry mother energies. It is those personality traits that the mother idea brings: nurturing, organizing, caring, sorting, looking after, that whole making things happen, planning, organizing. It's about those energies rather than actually having children or giving birth. Because this whole idea of the triple goddess is a more modern one, the ancient goddesses didn't really have it. Some of them, there were triple goddesses in that they were sisters and things like that, but that whole maiden mother crone thing is quite a new idea. It's about the energies. It's about the energies and the characteristics that put them in those mother categories. Generally, I would say generally. Nicola, the nettle cake doesn't taste like nettles. Surprisingly sweet. I'll let you know. Hannah, I think this does make a difference. I'm assuming the children thing. Interesting. Let's have people's thoughts on that. When I was doing all the research and writing the book for Maiden Mother Crone, that's what came across to me, is that it is the energies. Because I think so many people do have an issue with the idea of a mother goddess if they haven't had children. That to me doesn't matter. It is about working with those energies. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Hannah. I do. And when I was researching the book, and I did put out a shout out, there were a lot of people that refused to work with the idea of a mother goddess because they didn't like the label. I am a mother. I am a very proud mother and a very proud grandmother. But I don't think you need to have children to have or work with those mother energies. There are people that have lots of pets that they look after, so they bring that mothering energy. It is, for me, it's the characteristics, but absolutely has to be how you work with it and how you think with it, think about it. The no kids, just a cat. Well, interesting. Do you associate with the mother energy? Could you associate with the mother energy? I think the goddess in all of her forms is available to anyone and everyone, regardless. And it is about embracing those particular energies and characteristics. Maria, some call them patron or matron. Why is that? I call Hestia matron. It's Latin words. So patron means father and matron is mother-ish, loose translation. So I tend to go with matron for my goddesses and patron for my gods. There you go. But, whatever works. Whatever works. Xenia. I wouldn't see Arianrod as a mother goddess, as she doesn't want to take care of her children, but she did have them. There was a water spirit child, but he went on his own, and the birth of the boy was forced, and she didn't accept him. Yeah, it's a very loose category, and it has to work for you. She's there because she gave birth, but different characteristics, different personalities. It's a loose terminology. But again, it's like all of this. If it doesn't work for you, fine. If it does, go with it. Emma, I see the crone as the dark moon and the matriarch as the waning moon. So I've added a moon phase. Does that make sense? It does, because I work with the four. So I work with the maiden, the mother, the matriarch, the crone. So maiden is the new moon, waxing moon. Mother is the full moon. Crone is the waning, and no, matriarch is the waning, and yeah, crone is the dark moon. So yes, four of them, absolutely. It fits better for me. Love the triple goddess idea, but I think it needs that fourth one in there. There are talks about this on the YouTube channel, and it fits better. It fits with the four main phases of the moon. It fits with the four seasons as well. Maiden spring, mother summer, matriarch autumn, crone winter. Yeah, definitely. Bridget, especially for creativity. Interesting. So I kind of put her more as a spring goddess, but I can see, yes, it has to work for you. Absolutely. Creativity. We all have that. They all have their own personalities, their own characteristics. Xenia, still love the queen archetype to bits. Yeah, matriarch or queen, same role, different names. Yeah. Hannah, I think the goddess needs to have children. Absolutely your opinion, Hannah. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I'd say it has to work for you. Has to work for you. Yes, Jalala. Yeah. Can't help but think of Kenneth Williams when we talk about matron Carry On films. It's like my life.
That's a good thing, yeah?
It's a good thing, yeah. Xenia, don't have the mother gene and have no ambition to care for other beings. Limited energy because of health reasons does their bit too. But, Xenia, I know personally that you care about lots of people. So you nurture lots of people. So you do have a bit of the mother energy in you. You like to look after people. You like to care for people. You like to care for your friends. So absolutely. I think we all have bits of all of the faces of the goddess within us. And the god too. Let's not forget the god. He has 3 or 4 faces too. He has, my brain's gone, youth, warrior, sage, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's the energies and the characteristics for me that bring it. Kerry, I've been practicing very much so. I had to interview Christopher Hughes and Mara Starling, so I had to practice the Welsh pronunciations. So I can say Ariandrod. Christopher and Mara helped me greatly with the pronunciation of that. Emma, my mother energy is creativity and helping where I can. Again, Emma, I know you a bit too. So yeah, I know that you care. And Bessie, you care for the dog. So there's some nurturing mother energies there as well. It's one of those things. It's not set in stone. There are no rules and regulations. It has to work for you. Absolutely. Definitely. Yep. Maria, Hestia is virgin even though she's a motherly goddess. She's the goddess of the hearth and home, isn't she? So that kind of brings that motherly energy with it. I'm sorry, now I've got a swingy chair. All I keep doing is swinging. Stay still. Hestia is, she's a home goddess, isn't she? So she does care and nurture and look after. So that kind of brings that energy too. But again, there's no right or wrong here. It's just how you perceive it. Absolutely. It is how you perceive it. No rights or wrongs. We don't judge here. But it is a fantastic time of the year. It is. There's a lot of spring energy out there. Connect with Mother Nature. Connect with what's happening outside. Even if you just open a window, breathe in the nice fresh air. That's the spring energy. Hannah, just think it's my bias because I've got 6 children. Oh, hats off to you, Hannah. Yeah, I mean, as a mother, I am very, very proud to be a mother, and I would hate to lose the mother title. When I was doing all the research, there were a lot of people that called for the mother title not to be used at all, and I'm very much against that. I've earned my mother title. So I definitely think there is that slot in the goddesses. I'm very, very proud of that too. But it's got to work for you. It's absolutely got to work for you, for sure. I am. I'm doing it. I noticed I do it in meetings now too, and I'm thinking, sit still. You can tell me off if I swing too much. I think it's change of energy, mothering others, also mental load, thinking for others at work who won't, left me sucked dry and ill. Yeah, got to be careful with that. Really look where I invest my energy now for my own health. Wise choice, Xenia. But yeah, so there we are. Got a dash, got a Specsavers. Enjoy the spring energy. Think about what magic it brings in whatever form it might be. Eggs, goddesses, plants, whatever it might be. Enjoy your spring energy. Next week is a Waffling Witches special. It's another Friday the 13th. I'll be joined by Ness and Heather for all sorts of shenanigans. So join us next week. Do keep an eye on the Kitchen Witch shop to see what other workshops we are coming up with. I say we've got lithomancy tomorrow, but we've got an elements one coming up as well. Students, do check out the student page details because we've got a special energy workshop for students only coming up as well. Holly, wild garlic is up. Oh, love a bit of wild garlic. Nice. Yes, let's finish with that, Xenia. Xenia says everyone should do what makes them happy and gives them energy and purpose. We will finish with those wise words. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me again and continuing to join me. It's a pleasure. So get out there and enjoy that spring energy. Take care, everyone.